So now I want to bring in our guest, a media correspondent, lifestyle blogger, and writer. This is Mimi Green. Mimi is actually in the building. Yeah! Bring it in. Always do. Guess what? You know what the hell? Yeah, so I have been prepping people for you coming on the show for a week. Because this is why, look, you special. Don't downplay it. After our conversation, the conversation that we had, what we talk, Sunday?
I think so, yeah.
After that conversation, you had me hyped. Like you had me like I was like I'm about to take over the world. You know what I mean? Because y'all don't know, like she's got so much going on. She's working she's doing so much with so little. You know what I mean? And like for real, your shirt says hustle. This, I'm telling you, this is a real hustler right here.
Yeah.
Share with somebody right now. Share with somebody. Somebody who you know who's writing a book or who's doing a podcast, or who's trying to, who's a speaker, whatever. Share with them right now. This is a part of the valuable information that I told you.
Or someone who's a mom.
Or someone who's a mom.
If you're trying to
stuck in that parenting rut, you want to do something outside of your kids.
Yeah.
That's why I did it.
You know what? That's real, because that was my situation. Like I was working, and then I left the job for another job that wasn't open, and I was at home with my kids. You know what I'm saying? And so I had to find another way. Like
some adult
adult interaction and some money. Like I had to find a way. And that's how I got into it. But I want you just to take this time to, you got a lot going on. Tell us about what you do so that people can know who you are and what they're actually getting a peek into right now. This is a treat. Right. Go ahead.
So ultimately, I am a mom. I have a 13-year-old son. Pray for me. I have a 5-year-old daughter.
Whoa.
I have a boyfriend of, it'll be 14 years in a week.
You can pick him.
And I have a 9 to 5.
Wow.
But I started blogging because I wanted, so I had my own identity. Like I felt like I was amazing. Then I had my son, and then it was like, people only talk to me about mom stuff. How's he doing? What about what I'm doing?
Yeah,
I don't want to talk about him all the time.
That's true. That's very true.
I started the blog, and it was an outlet, and I said I was going to talk about anything but parenting. I lied. I still talk about parenting. But it's a very small piece. And so when I started, it was something to do. I had no goals, no purpose, no nothing. Back then, I didn't even know you could make money. People weren't really making money from blogging. It was still fairly new.
Wow. Yeah.
And then along the way, I figured out what I like to do and then how to make it work.
Wow. See, now you said something that a lot of people don't know about. You said, I didn't know you could make money from blogging. There's somebody out there saying, you can make money from blogging. You know, like it's people who
don't know. People who only make money from blogging. They easily have a 6-figure lifestyle. Now, I'm not that girl.
You bought it. If you on this 18,
I receive it. Right now, I have a 9 to 5, and that's what allows me to fund my dreams. So there are some people.
Oh wait, don't move too fast.
Sorry.
Can I tell you that that's what my conversation with her was like? Like she would drop these little nuggets, and I'm like, wait, go back. So you funding your dream through your 9 to 5.
Yeah, so people have this thing, and they're like, I don't want to work for somebody else. I could be working for myself. Well, if everybody's working for themselves, then ain't nobody gonna work for you.
That's true.
So for me, my son's in private school. We got a mortgage. These bills got to be paid.
They got to be paid.
So my job allows me to have flexibility, which is why my friends send me a message. You still have a job? Yes, I still have a job. I didn't hit the lottery. Y'all ain't seen none of that happen.
Yeah.
I still go to work, but I am fortunate. My job is flexible. I work from home some days. I take leave. I can come and go, and that works for me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if my son has an awards program at 12 o'clock noon, I'm going to be there too.
Yeah.
So it's about making it work for you. Everybody isn't cut out to be an entrepreneur. Everybody isn't cut out to just be a worker. So
that's true.
Don't allow anyone to make you think because you have a 9 to 5 that you're lesser than because they work for themselves all the time. That's not it.
How do these people making money blogging though? Like where's the stream?
There are a lot of different ways. So something simple is advertisements. Those annoying boxes that you see pop up on your screen when you're watching or reading something. That's one way. there you can do sponsored content.
Absolutely.
So say, I don't know, say there's an event coming in town next month and they want people to help promote it. So maybe they'll reach out to some social media influencers and may say, I'll pay you, we'll say $300 to write a blog post. Maybe we'll give you free tickets to come. We'll give you this VIP treatment or whatever.
Yeah.
And you just share it on your social media following.
Right.
So that's one way. There, you can be a brand ambassador. Y'all were talking about natural hair. I'm not gonna go there with y'all. But
I see you, girl. That's all.
yes, sometimes you gotta get ugly with natural hair to get cute.
Exactly.
See that?
I wasn't mad at the Sicilian.
All my wives is natural hair though.
So y'all have seen them little Piccaninny braids and stuff.
Oh, they at the house right now.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you what. When I get home, my fingers gonna be all in the
That's right. That's right. There you go.
Like that.
There you go.
Let them back.
Play the instrument. Play the instrument.
So the other thing is they're big. Natural hair is a big business.
Yes.
They're always looking for ambassadors.
Yes.
They want people to use their products. They're paying them big money. You may get a 6-month contract, a year long. They're constantly sending you products. They're sending you to events. They'll do press trips for you. You could make money any way you want. You could go down the street to your local dentist and say, I like coming here. You guys provide me with good customer service. I notice you don't have much of a social media presence.
Right.
Let me help you with that. Now you got discounts on your root canal, your cleaning, your
Opportunity.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can anything.
Absolutely.
So one of the things I learned, and I'm still guilty of sometimes, is I would wait for opportunities to come to me instead of seeking them out. People will have you to believe you have to have 500 million followers. You don't. That's. I think I have probably a little over 3,000 followers on Instagram.
That's a lot though.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
It is, but it's what you do with your influence that's going to get you there. If you reach out to someone and you're professional, your email is grammatically correct, that's going to get you in the door ahead of the person with 10,000 followers who got spelling errors all in their email.
That's subject to agreement.
Right. So somebody need a Grammarly plug-in to get their situation together.
Yeah.
But it's not just numbers.
Yeah.
You make the way you want it to be made.
If you're watching, please share this. If you're out in the hallway and there's a
this.
pen, I promise, can you please bring me a pen, please? Because I'm gonna write some of this stuff down. I ain't playing.
There it
I ain't
is.
joking.
Throw it
Now,
down there.
it's some things that I have done on my own. You know, we've had sponsors for the show. We have advertisers. You know, it ain't free to do this show.
No,
right?
no.
But we successfully put the show on. So there's a lot of things that we've been able to do. I personally have been able to do. I have a business. My brothers and I have a business. Have about 11,000 followers. You know, and what you're saying is very true about reaching out to people and taking a chance on it and being grammatically correct, because you wouldn't believe, like, you know, some of the things that have happened just on that alone. But just keep going though,
so it's about meeting people. So you and I happen to be at an event together.
That's right. We were.
Have a positive demeanor. You can't be mean and nasty. You can't run around with the stank face. That whole mentality of no new friends is not going to get you anywhere or anything. Now, that doesn't mean you have to replace your best friend from 6th grade or whatever, but you have to expand yourself to other people.
Yeah, you do.
You're following. So now, you and I here, I shared this with my people, you shared it with your people.
Absolutely.
Now you got access to my followers, I have access to yours.
Absolutely.
It's
Thank
mutually
you.
beneficial.
Absolutely.
It's the same thing.
And you know what? Why are we talking about this right now? I don't know. We get the husbands to agree. Maybe I would like for you, if you have some videos or something that you could just, like, if you do a recap of this, I would love to post it on our, like, at least on mine, because I have a Stace the Speaker following. If you're watching now, you haven't followed Stace the Speaker, shame on you.
Wow. Bad
This is
America.
Real Husbands of Largo Live featuring Stace the Speaker. You should be following me, okay? You should be following me. But I would love to post it because there is so much value in what you're sharing right now.
Oh, for sure.
I can't say it enough. Please share this with somebody. You know somebody who needs to hear this. Share it. Share it.
And it's free information. There are definitely people who will sell you some information that may or may not get you your desired results for about $300. So take advantage of free content when you have the opportunity to do so.
Well, how do you balance that? Because we do have a following of people who have that tough time of balancing work and doing what their dreams are? How do you balance?
There is
that?
no such thing as balance. If I'm a man at the blog, I'm a suck-ass mom, and my house looks like trash. He'll tell you, there's sometimes he's like, if you go to sleep to this computer one more night. So you have to, I mean, like anything, you make time for what you want. But there have been times I've had incredible opportunities. I had an opportunity 2 years ago to be on The Chew. And my son was having a 6th grade promotion. And I asked him, I said, how would you feel if mom couldn't be there at your promotion? I didn't tell him what it was for, and he said, I would be disappointed because you're always there. That was it for me. I emailed the producers back and say, as much as I love to, I can't. And that was that. Afterwards, I told my son what it was about, and he was so disappointed. He like totally flipped the script on me, and he was like, you always tell us to go for your dreams, and this is one of your dreams.
But you
Because I'd have been on The Chew and told him to suck it up.
So here's the thing. So at the time, I would have been on a 5-minute segment on The Chew. Well, on October 4th of this year, I was on The Chew for 1 full hour.
Wow.
So although I had to say no, it was no, this isn't the time right now. I didn't know that there was something better for me in store down the road.
I wish that you guys had gotten to see this video. I took a portion when she interviewed Denzel Washington on the red carpet, Slim.
You did?
Last year I did the red carpet for the Fences premiere at the Blackstonian, the African American History.
Really?
You met Denzel?
Yeah.
No, she
I interviewed him and his wife.
How tall is he?
Taller than me. I'm only 5'5".
For real, the camera was, all the angles was up.
Yeah.
All the angles was up.
They were up, but
That's like one of my
How'd you
favorite
get there, though?
actors.
What production crew sent you?
it
Who was you representing?
MimiCuteLips sent me. I went represent my own self.
Like
Yes, I was on the red
Oh, my
carpet.
goodness.
Fox 5 is here. All these big networks. Now, I was telling you on the phone, I had this thing where sometimes I'm in my head and I feel like I'm out here on the red carpet with my iPhone, whatever I have, and these people got videographers and microphones. Okay, well, you on the red carpet interviewing Denzel, and so was I. So if I had just been like, oh no, I'm not gonna go because I don't have all this equipment, then I would have missed out on an amazing opportunity.
You interviewed Denzel with your smart
And
mobile
his wife,
device?
yeah, and he didn't say anything about it. He was friendly.
And
I
he
was
gave
trying
it-
to ask him questions about the movie, and he was invested in me and my son. Him and his
Right,
wife were
he gave
giving me parenting advice because at the time my son was 12, and he was like, that's a pivotal time. You need to make sure
He
you
did.
keep your kids active. And he's
did.
like, keep him in sports. You got him in sports. And I'm like, yeah. And at this point, I'm just answering his questions. Like, he's telling me amazing parenting advice.
He was.
And his kids are successful, so I'm taking it in. And then I asked his wife, okay, well, what kind of advice you have? And she was like, prayer.
She did. She was like, prayer.
So, Mimi, can I do this real fast? Can I do this? This camera right here.
Please.
Did you just hear what this woman just said? Mimi just said, if you're not doing better in 2018, I'm going to block you. Because you can do something better for yourself, man. Stop playing with yourself, man.
Whoa.
I told you that. I gave you that advice.
I'm trying to do better in 2018, too.
I feel you. Listen.
Okay.
I wish we had that video. Hey, give me the name of the person who screwed it up. I'm gonna put it up. But no, really, this was a great
So
video.
the video is on. So
Thank you.
MimiCuteLips
There
on
you go.
YouTube.
Thank
You can
you.
go there, and it's actually the first video that will pop up, and you can see it. But it's opportunity. It's meeting people like this. It's connecting.
Yes.
There are a lot of things you can do for yourself for free.
Yes, talk
Take
about it.
advantage of social media. So one time I wanted to get on the news for something. I had a business where I was custom designing Converse. I was blinging them out and all that stuff. And so all I did was tweet to Allison Seymour on Fox 5 and told her, asked her for her email address. She tweeted me back, gave me her email address, and then I emailed her, told her my idea, and she was like, oh, at the time Laura Evans was on. She was like, oh, you'd be perfect for her segment. She gave me Laura Evans' email. I emailed her, and they featured my shoes on one of their segments. So sometimes it's something as simple. Y'all see celebrities tweet people back. Tracee Ellis Ross has tweeted me really random. I was commenting on her rap videos. But you're in a day and time where people and celebrities respond back. Take advantage of that.
Slim.
Let me ask you a question. So, from a standpoint of courage of your convictions, okay. So, how do you find enough courage to go and execute?
Sometimes I have to.
Oh!
But
She
that's
said
a
you was
great,
afraid.
that's a great point. But a lot of people talk themselves out of an opportunity. And so, you know, a lot of times, you know, it's the start that stops most people. And how do you get past that?
You just have to do it. You just have to do it. The worst thing they can say is no. I already got to know before I sent the message. So I sent it. You know, sometimes people will say no. You're going to get more no's than you're going to get yeses. But sometimes they'll circle back and they may reach out to you. Maybe at that time it didn't work, but you were kind to them. You were professional. You responded back. Okay, I appreciate your time in responding to me. That's it.
Okay, tell me about your follow-up. How important is following up with people?
Follow-up is very important. I'm very old-fashioned. I will create a birthday invitation and send it in the mail. Like, I'm still that girl.
Wow.
Social media and emails are great. And I'm not saying that you have to do note cards. Every time I'm on Good Morning Washington, they send a thank you note card. Mail it to my house. I've been on that news channel like 7 times this year. Every single time I'm on, they send me a thank you card handwritten in the mail. So it's simple like that. But I'm going to remember, like I said, that they sent me the thank you card over another network who didn't. So someone else may remember that you sent them a thank you card and the last person didn't, or, you know, they aren't accustomed to getting them. So sometimes it's simple things that set you apart.
I hope that this answers. I see a question from Javi Pittman who asks, how does one get invites or get invited to, I don't know what fuses, maybe that was a typo, but invited to these events, maybe that. And I think that you just answered that. You kind of, you reach out.
Yeah, sometimes networking groups, Facebook groups, there's a group for everything on Facebook. Get out the Beard Gang group and get you in some networking groups. Sometimes people will post about opportunities and you can respond to them. Sometimes I can hear something advertised on the radio and I'm like, oh, well, that sounds good. I want to go. So I go to the Eventbrite, I look up the contact email information and I reach out to them. Hey, I'm Mimi, a lifestyle blogger of MimiCuteLips.com in the DC area. I love to cover events. Wanted to know if you guys had media passes or opportunities, and a lot of times they respond back yes.
Oh wow! So
it's something simple,
right? Because they're looking to promote their stuff too,
right?
And they're looking at all avenues of promoting it.
Yes, and then the other thing you do, you build. So now in my resume, I say I have covered New York Fashion Week. I have covered Essence Music Festival. I had an amazing time when I covered Michelle Obama's White House award event. I use those things in my email because this is giving me credibility. These are the things I've done that are likely bigger than what you have, but it lets you know if I can get in here, then I'm good enough to get in here too.
So wait, so you're putting them in the email that you're sending to other people?
So when I give you a blurb about who I am and what I do, I tell you a little bit about what I've accomplished. Now, depending on the outlet I'm sending to, I may even drop a YouTube link of the video of that footage from one of those
that's
events.
right. That's hot.
So that you don't have to go digging for it. You don't have to look for it. I done made it real easy. I done served it up on a platter for you.
And whether you husbands know it or not, y'all got that running for you right now. Be ready, baby.
Brand with minimal notoriety.
Consistency.
Consistency.
That's it. So one of the things I tell you is you can go on Facebook, Instagram, you can go anywhere. If you look up Mimi Cute Lips, you're going to find me. My branding is the same. My banners look similar. I always list at the bottom of my banners of every single network I have been on so that you know, again, this is building your credibility. Be consistent. If you're going to blog, you're going to have to find out some sort of consistency. Now, I try to do 3 times a week so my readers know to expect something new on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That may not work for you. Maybe you want to start out just doing 2 days a week, but you have to build your expectations and you have to be consistent in what you're doing.
This show brings so much value to our listeners, man.
It does, man.
To our viewers.
It does. And you know, I mean, that's the thing that we always try to do, man. Like seriously, talking about that medicine. We like to have fun, but you gotta keep showing up for this medicine because I want to bring stuff to you that's gonna change your life. Really, honestly, like I know what it's like to be in that rut, and you trying to figure out how to swing to the next vine, and you don't know what to do. And all it takes is reaching out to somebody who's like you, who's been there, who's got that information. Because we talked about that. We talked about just not being afraid to share with each other and help each other move forward. Just take 1 minute. I know. My producer's over there telling me to rap. I know, but just take 1 minute and just talk about the value of sharing with one another. Because you were talking about how, listen, I don't gotta be threatened by you.
No, what's for you is what's for you, and what's for me is what's for me. I can't be you, and you can't be me. So there's there's more than enough for everybody. Pepsi and Coke are both 2 successful brands. The sodas taste very similar.
They do,
but they still coexist in the same space. And a lot of times, especially in the Black community, there's a crabs in a barrel mentality. Why? I'm gonna put you onto an event. You gonna put me on. You may do something different. You may do something the same. We can both cover it and still make money together.
Absolutely.
That's
I want y'all to give it up
Me.
for Mimi Green, Mimi Cute Lips. You gotta follow her at Mimi Cute Lips on Instagram. Look her up, and you're the same on Twitter.
MimiCuteLips everywhere. YouTube,
Everywhere.
Periscope, Facebook, everywhere.
Everywhere. Y'all her.
And I talk back. So if you have a question you didn't get to answer, send me a message. I'll respond. I'm friendly. I'm polite. If you see me in public, I give hugs. I do all that.
And we about to treat you like all the other shows treat you and have you on here. Like all the time. Like, is that Mimi back there? Oh, yeah. She's a husband now.
Someone just said this is their favorite episode of 2017 right now.
That's what we do. That's what we
I'm
do.
so glad. And you know what? Y'all got to talk to me. I'm telling you, I said, if you tell us what you need to hear or the value that's coming, we gonna bring more of that to you, baby. It's about being interactive. The great thing about the show is we live streaming. It's not like regular TV. You can comment. We talk. You well, you not my email. I ain't giving you that. But you can contact our box. Stays. I'm telling you, Mimi, I'm really appreciative of you coming.
Thank you for having me. This is fun. I'm back.
You got to
You
come
say
back.
your name real slow. It's Cute Lips.
Mimi, M-I-M-I, cute, C-U-T-E, lips, L-I-P-S.
There it is.
Great family pictures, by the way, too.
Oh, you already there?
Yep.
All right, well.